In previous number system lecture, we studied unit outcomes of this unit, comparison of analog signal versus digital signal, introduction to number system. In this unit, we have four different number system: decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. This is a table which represent number system, its base, and digits in number system. Decimal number system has base 10. It contains 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 digits. Binary number system has base 2. It contains only two digits 0 and 1. Octal number system has base 8. It contains 8 digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hexadecimal number system contain 16 digit. It has base 16. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Then we started with decimal number system. It has base 10, also called as base 10 or radix 10 number system, contain digits from 0 to 9. We can represent any number with 10 at its base, or we can write any number without any digit at its base. Example 45. 45 does not have any base value, but still it is decimal number. 167 with base 10 is decimal number. Then we started binary number system. All modern computers are operated on binary number system. It contains only two digits 0 and 1. It is also called as base 2 or radix 2 number system. 0 indicate low logic level, which corresponding to 0 volt. 1 indicate high logic level, which corresponding to 5 volt. Then we studied decimal to binary conversion, floating decimal to floating binary conversion, binary to decimal conversion, floating binary to floating decimal conversion. Then I assign one assignment 1. In today's lecture, we start with octal number system. Octal number system contain 8 digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has base 8. So, octal number system is also called as base 8 or radix 8 number system. Octal numbers are represented by writing 8 at the base of it. Example 25, 8 is written at its base. Then means this 25 is octal number. So this is my first problem in which we convert any decimal number into corresponding octal number. So my problem statement is convert decimal 245 into octal number. So I write 245 over here. If you recall our previous lecture, while converting decimal to binary, I divide decimal number by 2. But to convert decimal to octal, I divide decimal number by 8. While doing binary, we have to divide by 2. While doing octal, we have to divide by 8. So 245 divided by 8. My quotient will be, or my answer will be 30. 30 into 8, 240. 245 minus 240, my remainder is 5. Once again I repeat, 245 divided by 8, my quotient will be 30, or my answer will be 30. 30 into 8, 240. 245 minus 240, answer will be, remainder will be 5. Next, 30 divided by 8, answer will be 3. 8 into 3, 24. 30 minus 24, remainder will be 6. Next, 3 divided by 8, answer will be 0. 8 into 0, 0. 3 minus 0, remainder will be 3. So whatever the number I get, 563, I write the octal number always from MSB to LSB. So my octal number is 365. My octal number is 365. Next, in this problem, we convert floating decimal to floating octal number. For this, I take the number 967.357 decimal. I want to convert this number into corresponding floating octal number. So, as previous lecture, for floating decimal, we divide this floating decimal number into two parts. First, whole complete number, and second part is my floating number. In same manner, while doing decimal to octal conversion, I first split floating number in two part. My first part is 967, second part is 0.357. So I first convert 967 decimal into corresponding octal number. So this is my 967 divided by 8. My answer will be 120. 120 into 8, 960. 967 minus 960, remainder will be 7. Second, 120 divided by 8. 120 divided by 8, my answer will be 15. 15 into 8, 120. 120 minus 120, remainder will be 0. Next, 15 divided by 8, my answer will be 1. 8 into 1, 8. 15 minus 8, remainder will be 7. Next, 1 divided by 8, my answer will be the 0. 8 into 0, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. So whatever I number get, I write this number from MSB to LSB. So my correct octal number corresponding to 967 decimal is 1707 octal. I write it from MSB to LSB. From MSB to LSB. So my correct octal number is 1707. Next part, I want to convert 0.357 into octal. So to convert into octal, I write 0.357 here. Multiply this 0.357 by 8. While converting floating decimal to floating binary, I multiplied floating decimal number by 2. But in this case, we want to convert floating decimal into octal number. So we multiplied floating decimal number by 8. So my multiplication is 2.856, out of which I will take out 2 and my remaining number is 0.856, which is again multiplied by 8. My answer is 6.848. I again take 6 out. My remaining number is 0.848 multiplied by 8. My answer is 6.784. Again, I take 6 out. Again, 0.784 multiplied by 8. My answer is 6.272. I again take 6 out. So whatever these steps, I can repeat these steps for infinite time. But I don't need to do this infinite time. I will repeat all these steps up to 4 iteration. Up to 4 iteration. So whatever number I get, whatever the numbers I get, I will write this number from top to bottom. So my octal number is 0.266. My octal number is 0.266. So I combine these two octal number. For 967 decimal, I get octal number 1707. For 0.357 decimal, I get octal number 0.266. So my final answer is 1707.266 octal. I hope you understand. Next, I want to convert any octal number to decimal number. For this, I take octal number 327.164. This is my octal number, and I want to convert this octal number into corresponding decimal number. So, first, I write this octal number 327.164. This point contain, this number contain one radix point, right? So first I write the position. While writing the position, I have to consider my radix point. On right hand side of radix point, all positions are negative and start from -1. So my first digit position is -1, second digit position is -2, third digit position is -3, right? On left hand side of radix point, my first digit has position 0, second digit has position 1, third digit has position 2, right? So I writed my all position, then I write respective weight. So weight is nothing but to convert octal to decimal. My weight is 8 raised to position. So for 2 number position, my weight is 8 raised to 2. For 1 number position, my weight is 8 raised to 1. For 0 number position, my weight is 8 raised to 0. Minus 1 position, 8 raised to minus 1. Minus 2 position, 8 raised to minus 2. Minus 3 position, 8 raised to minus 3. Okay. So to convert into decimal number, we have to multiply octal number by its weight and added all these terms. So 3 into 8 raised to 2, first term, plus 2 into 8 raised to 1, 2 into 8 raised to 1, plus 7 into 8 raised to 0, 7 into 8 raised to 0, 1 into 8 raised to minus 1, 1 into 8 raised to minus 1, 6 into 8 raised to minus 2, 6 into 8 raised to minus 2, 4 into 8 raised to minus 3, 4 into 8 raised to minus 3. So after simplification of all this term, I get 192 plus 16 plus 7 plus 0.125 plus 0.0936 plus 0.0076. After addition of all this term, I get the correct decimal number is 215 which is corresponding to 327.164 in octal. So this is a table which represent decimal number and its corresponding binary numbers. Okay, so this table contains the values from 0 to 15. To represent 0 to 15, we required only 4-bit binary number. Why 4? 4-bit can generate the combination of 2 raised to 4 combination. 2 raised to 4 means 16. That is combination start from 0 to 15. If you count 0 to 15, there are total 16 combination. 4-bit can represent 2 raised to 4 combination, that is 16 combination, that is from 0 to 15. Okay, so actually how this table is formed, we can obtain any binary number very easily. Randomly, I take one number 14. I want to convert this decimal 14 into corresponding binary number. Okay, so if you observe, there is written 8421. These are actually binary weight. How? I will tell. Okay, so if you observe this position, for binary, this position is your LSB. This 8 position your MSB. For LSB, position number is 0, next 1, next 2, next 3. To find out weights, it is 2 raised to position. For first position, position is 0, 2 raised to 0, 1, so my weight is 1. For next position, 1, 2 raised to 1, 2, 2 raised to 1, 2. For next position, 2, 2 raised to 2, 4. Next position, 3, 2 raised to 3, 8. Okay, so these are nothing but weight. So I want to convert this 14 into binary. To get 14, I need to add 8, 4, 2. 8 plus 4, 12. 12 plus 2, 14. So for only these bits are 1 and the remaining bit is 0. So for 14, my binary number is 1110. Okay, I take another example. Consider it is 12, not 12, 9. Okay, to get 9, I need to add 8 and 1. So my 8 and 1 positions are marked with 1. The remaining positions are marked with 0. So my correct binary number is 1001. I also take another example 6. For 6, I need to add only 4 and 2. So 4 and 2 position are marked with 1 1. Remaining position are marked with 0. So my correct binary number is 0110. I hope you understand. So what is the purpose of telling this table to you? To represent any octal number. Octal number range start from 0 to 7. To represent 0 to 7 number, we required only 3 bits, because if you consider 7 binary number, it is 0111. So this MSB position is 0. If 0 is written at its MSB position, it does not have any importance. So I can skip this 0, and I can consider only 3 digits, that is 4 to 1. Or we can simply say that to represent any octal number, we can use only 3-digit binary number. So I use only term 4 to 1. Okay. So this concept will be used in next problem. In this problem, we want to convert any binary number to corresponding its octal number. So I want to convert 1001011 into corresponding octal number. So for this, I write this number over here, 1001011. To convert in octal, we need to make group of 3 digit from LSB. So this is my LSB position, this is my MSB position. I need to do a group of 3 digits from LSB side. So this is my first group, this is my second group, and only one is remaining in third group. But if you observe this term, it has only one value, and we want to make the group of 3. So we require additional 2 zeros on extreme left hand side. So I added 2 zeros over here. This 0 are called as zero padding to make group of 3 digits. So I get perfect 3 groups. Then I write equivalent octal number for each binary code. For this, I use same previous method, 4 to 1 method. Okay. So my first binary code is 011. Okay. So 1 1 are present at weight 2 and 1. So I added this two term, 2 plus 1. My octal number is 3. I write 3 over here. Next, 4 2 1. Okay. This one present at only one location, remaining terms are 0. So my correct octal number is 1. I write 1 over here. Next, 4 to 1. Again, it has 1 at only one position. So my correct octal number is again 1. I write 1 over here. So I combine these three terms. My correct octal number is 113. My correct octal number is 113, which is corresponding to 1001011 binary. Next, in this point, I want to convert binary number to octal. So I take one floating binary number. I write this number over here. Okay. While considering any floating number, I always tell that radix point is very important. Radix point is very important. This is my radix point. Again, here same method. I want to make the group of 3 digits. So on right hand side, I make group of 3. On left hand side, I make group of 3 by keeping radix point at its center. So my first group is 110, second group is 100, and third group has only 1 in it. I required 3 digit, so I add 2 zeros over here, or we can say to form group of 3, zero padding is necessary, so I added 2 zeros, right? Same way, on left hand side I make first group 011, second group 100, 101, third group 11, but it contain only 2 1. I required third member, so I again added 10. Okay, so I completed my whole group. Then I write equivalent octal number corresponding to binary. Same principle I use. Which law? 4 2 1 law. Okay, my first binary number 0 1 1. Okay, 1 is present at 2 and 1 location. 2 plus 1 octal number is 3. I write 3 over here. Next, 1 0 1. 1 is present at 4 and 1 location. I added 4 plus 1, 5. Octal number is 5. Next, 4 2 1. Binary number is 0 1 1. 1 is present at 2 and 1 location. 2 plus 1. Octal number is 3. Next, 4 2 1. Next, 1 1 0. 1 is present at 4 and 2. I added these two terms. Octal number I get 6. Next, 4 2 1 1 0 0. Only 1 is present at only 4 location, so my octal number is 4. Next, 4 2 1. Number 1 0 0. Again 1 is present at only 4 position, so my octal number is 4. So by combining this all equivalent octal number, I get correct octal number is 353.644, which is my correct octal number corresponding to this binary number. I hope you understand. In this point, we convert any octal number to corresponding binary number. So I take octal number 147.26. Same method, I write 147.26 over here. Okay. So in this point, for each octal number, I need to write corresponding 3-digit binary code. So again I use same rule, 4 2 1. My first octal number is 1. To make 1, I need to add only 1. Remaining terms are 0. So my binary code is 0 0 1. My binary code is 0 0 1. Okay. Next, again same, 4 2 1. To make octal code 4, I need to add only 4 position. Remaining terms are 0. So my binary code is 100. My binary code is 100. Next, 4 2 1. Next octal number is 7. To make 7, I need to add 4 plus 2 plus 1. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. So my binary code is 111. Next, 4, 2, 1. To make octal number 2, I need to add only 2. Remaining terms are 0. So my binary code is 010. Next, 4, 2, 1. Next octal code is 6. To make 6, I need to add only 4 and 2, and remaining terms are 0. 4 plus 2, 6. So my binary code is 110. My binary code is 110. Okay. So I convert each octal number into corresponding 3-digit binary code. Okay. If you observe MSB site, MSB contain two consecutive zeros. If MSB contain two consecutive zeros, then we can remove these two consecutive zeros. Only if MSB is 0. So my MSB position is this. This is 0. Next is also 0. So we can remove these both zeros. So my correct binary number is 110011.010110. Okay. Once again I repeat, my correct binary code is 110011.010110. So this is my assignment 2 on chapter 1. Contain 4 question. Question 1 contain decimal to octal conversion. Second question contain octal to decimal conversion. Third question contain octal to binary conversion. Fourth question contain binary to octal conversion. You have to solve this assignment up to tomorrow. Thank you.